Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Phillips, and I'm the Director of Undergraduate Studies in African Studies. I want to welcome you, and I'm looking forward to telling you today a little bit more about the Institute of African Studies here at Emory. We are one of the leading centers for the study of Africa in the United States, and we have a really lively community of scholars and are a great place for students interested in the vast and diverse continent of Africa. We have a major and minor that I'm going to be telling you more about in just a couple of minutes. But before we do that, I'm going to turn things over to our director, Abayo Holsey, who is an associate professor of anthropology and also our director of African studies here at Emory. And she's going to tell you a little bit about our faculty.
Hello, everyone. As an interdisciplinary institute, our faculty are based in departments across campus, including English, history, anthropology, art history, African American studies, among many others. We think expansively about the study of the African continent to include its many diasporas. And we cover issues such as politics and governance, social organization and change, health and disease, systems of thought and belief, gender, art, ritual performance, cultural representation, language communication, political economy, and economic development. One of the hallmarks of the Institute is our seminar. Through our seminar series, we invite scholars from around the country and often from around the world, especially from the African continent, to meet with us and share their work. We've sponsored talks, conferences, exhibitions, and many other special events. I will turn things back over to Dr. Phillips to talk about the major and minor.
Thank you, Dr. Holsey. So many of our students are come to African studies with interest in international affairs, global health, development, law, economics, diplomacy, business, or academia. The African Studies program is a great way to develop international expertise and to learn about the fascinating diversity of the African continent. Our classes provide essential background and foundational skills for graduate work in anthropology, history, art history, literature, and a whole bunch of other disciplines. And our students go on to go to medical school, law school, they go on to PhD programs. Many of them go on to work in international organizations or to teach. Yeah. So our major in African Studies is one of the benefits of the major in African Studies is that it is a quite flexible major. We require 9 classes, which is comparable to other majors and minors. And 6 of those need to be courses that have pretty much a majority of African content. But the other courses might be courses that feature a theoretical or a thematic focus on the African continent with case studies or other examples from the African continent. And at least one of the courses must be at the introductory level. Our minor requires a total of 5 courses, and 4 of these need to have wholly African content. And we encourage all of our students to learn a foreign language, to travel to Africa, and also to pursue summer internships. We have a wonderful staff person in African Studies, Jackie Charlton, who I want to introduce to you now because she will be somebody that you would be in contact with a lot if you decide to major or minor in African Studies.
Hi, everyone. Again, my name is Jackie Charlton, and I will serve as your contact person at the Institute. Feel free to reach out to me with any questions or concerns that you might have.
Thank you, Jackie. And finally, Emory does have a number of collaborative agreements with study abroad programs in African studies. That means you can go and study on the African continent. You can take your financial aid with you. You can enroll directly in African universities, or you can go as part of an Emory-sponsored or Emory-approved program. Right now, there are some restrictions about study abroad in place, and so we are waiting to see how these unfold for the 2021-22 academic year. But keep in mind that this is one of the best ways to engage and make the most of a major or minor in African studies. And in fact, a lot of our students who do end up studying abroad actually come back and realize they've already have most of a minor or most of a major in African studies. So the other thing I wanted to say about our major and minor programs is that because it's such a flexible major or minor, it tends to pair well with other majors or minors that you may be interested in that may have more course requirements or more specific course requirements. Our course requirements are quite flexible, and so we encourage you to look more closely at the classes that we have to offer. And finally, if you have any additional questions, you can reach out to Dr. Hulsey or to myself or to Jackie Charlton. We are happy to answer your questions and to talk to you more about the exciting classes and opportunities we have in African Studies. Thank you.